it's Kina Isley with Team K Squared of Keller Williams, and today I am here with Jeannine Garcia, and she services Fairfax County. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. So, what is Fairfax County? Just to clarify for everyone.
Sinto muito, me perdoe, eu te amo, sou grato. Sinto muito.
So, hi, Kina. You said I'm Jeannine Garcia, and I'm part of the National Landing team, and I work with my husband. And he's been in the industry for many, many years, and I am in the Fairfax area. And Fairfax County is over more than 1 million people live here in this county, and we're known for technology, for hospitality, for one of the best hospitals in the U.S. here, and it is in Fairfax County. So we have a lot, and we are considered the suburbs of DC. But again, Fairfax County is the mecca for technology, for health, also for education, because parents want their children to go to school here in Fairfax County.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was a dance teacher for 13 years, and our curriculum and pay scale, fortunately, was based on Fairfax County.
Yeah,
It's
fantastic.
known as
Yeah,
the best system in the United States. So that they modeled it off.
absolutely, absolutely. And we have one of the best schools in the nation, and it's the Thomas Jefferson School. So high school, where kids just go to Ivy League schools because they're just so well, I mean, prepared, and it's incredible. Thomas Jefferson High School. Check it out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, so if someone wants to move there and buy a home, what is your average price point?
Okay.
The top question we asked about Oahu
And
too.
that's for some people maybe too high, for others maybe too low. Our average townhouse is around 5 to 800,000, and our single family between 800 to 1.2.
Yeah, you're kind of like us. I mean, that's kind of a small single family for us.
Yes.
And
Yes.
maybe
Same here. Same here. It's not a big house.
no.
It's a 4 bedroom, 2 full bath. If you're looking for something more, like yesterday, I was hosting an open house in one of the properties that our market center has, and it just had was released, and it is in the Vienna area, and it was going for 3.1,
Oh,
but it
wow.
was a 6,000 square feet home. So a smaller, medium to small, it would be around the 800 to 1.2 max. I mean, like, not huge house, but
That's
you know,
our average right now, I think, is 118, and that's a 1,500 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Just a house.
and when I say average, I'm not just including the because we have towns, right? We have the town of Vienna, we have the town of Fairfax, the Reston, Herndon. So, and also smaller cities like Springfield or Centerville. So when you average, the price point, but if you want to be very, very, very specific, let's say Vienna, the average is 1.2, 1.5.
So yeah. So what about investing? Is it a good place for if people want to buy rentals? Do they do well there?
Um,
Cash flow?
well, it the rental market it's incredible. Okay, it's because tenants are a lot of them are in the military, and it's a great market it's a great niche to market your product, in this case your property. There's also people that come from like all over the world, because embassies don't just hold the ambassador, in which normally would be in DC, but then all the people that work for the embassies will seek for a great school system. And in this case would be either Arlington or Fairfax County. So, and they will definitely not be buying because they're going to be here for a couple years. So an average for a townhouse rental, I was actually showing it to one of our clients this past weekend. It's around $3,600. So, and then for a nice home, maybe or a bigger home, $4,800. So
Yeah, you
it's
sound
a great market to invest
yeah.
now.
With the
Um,
interest rates, it's a little touch and go because you're kind of like
your
on
money
the
will
market.
grow because it's a great it's a great area where your property will grow if over a period of time. Will you be breaking even if you buy today? Maybe not. Because if you're buying something for 1.2, 1.5, you're probably investing around $10,000 a month. And I don't think you're going to be able to break even.
No, no, that's the problem we have. But real estate is
Uh-huh.
buying weight. It's nothing fat.
Yeah, exactly. You have to, and just to give you an example, we bought a house in the Arlington area because currently we live in Fairfax and Burke, and that's where we grew up. Our kids went to school, they grew up here and everything because we have not just great schools school system, but we also have fantastic colleges like George Mason, for instance, is here. But when we bought our house in Arlington back in 2001, we paid 200,000. Okay.
Oh,
And we all, and Arlington and Fairfax are very close and it's part of the Northern Virginia area. So we bought this house as an investment property. Always had it rented. We never had to pay for it. It was never available because we put it on the market and multiple offers we get for rental. And when we bought at 200, we just did an appraisal because we wanted to remodel the house and put up maybe 80 to 100,000 into the property to see if it was worth. Well, the value of the property has gone up dramatically. So right now that property is 1.2
and
and
you
it's a small property.
200,000 in 1991. So guys, all those sold in 1991.
Yeah. Well, it was
There are a few more
2001.
houses for 200,000 dollars.
2001. Yes. Yes. 2001 and 20 some years later,
Yeah.
definitely it grew to 1.2. So we have some nice capital
Yeah,
in there.
that's what real estate does. So it's
Absolutely.
sometimes hard to
Absolutely.
convince people that you're not going to make a killing in 3 years. So,
Yeah. And what better way than have all
yeah.
the tenants pay for your mortgage? So,
Oh,
and
it's
then more.
so I just got a call from a family member and they'd lost $400,000 in the stock market and they were boohooing. And I said, really? I took all my money out of the stock market years ago because we're getting older and bought real estate. I haven't lost a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So,
some of them are
and it also depends on the area. But to answer the question, you may be able to go a little bit further south of 95, and it may not be Fairfax County specifically, but there are counties like Prince William County that you can still buy something and break even perfectly, and they're very close to Fort Belvoir, Quantico, and all of these military bases that you can get great tenancy from there.
oh, well, maybe I have to look at that. So
Yeah.
what brings people besides you said the embassy workers? What else brings people? What industry
Health,
people?
the health industry, IT, this is the corridor, it's called the Dulles corridor, and it's Reston Herndon area where we have a lot of IT companies that came in the last 10 years, and they have brought a lot of the workforce, and that, if you're thinking about moving into this area, that's kind of like the area where people move into. Reston, Herndon, Fairfax. A little bit further west would be Centerville or Chantilly. And then the upper, the higher price points you can find in Great Falls, McLean, Vienna, and some of the Fairfax also.
Yeah, my
So,
husband, before he retired, his main office was in McLean, but we never moved back there. It's just a little too spendy.
yeah, well, that's where our office is.
Yes.
Our office is right there, and it's, I mean, not just because it's a beautiful building, but we have a lot of conveniences. We have the metro station, I think it's the Silver Line. We also have the Mall de Galleria, which has all the designers, which I love to go there, either, window shopping or serious shopping.
Yep,
And
closing.
dining. We have great restaurants as well. Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
So what else is there to do? You and I did talk about the shopping. I do love DC for the shopping. So what else
Well,
brings people to Fairfax County for fun things to do?
we have Wolf Trap, where we have either opera or musicals or the performing arts it's huge here in this area. So yes, the Kennedy Center is a one of the most important landmarks in the DC metro area. And of course, it's all about performing arts and bringing people together. The same thing in a smaller scale. We have Wolf Trap, and you can have concerts and just go out there and sit on the lawn and have a picnic and whether it's going to be rock and roll or classical music, there's a very, very active community involved in the performing arts that participates that goes to Wolf Trap.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. So
Yes,
laugh
yes, we
factor.
love it. We love Wolf Trap.
Yeah. So what now do you get a lot of VA buyers, a lot of military coming in and out?
Yes, we get a lot of VA buyers, and of course, depending on what they're looking for, or the what stage they are in their career and in their family, they may be seeking for specifically the area of Fairfax. Most likely, they would, because we're so close to all I mean, we're like what is it? No more than 10 miles to the Pentagon. We have Fort Myers, we have Fort Belvoir, and Andrews it is in Maryland, but it's less than uh, 20 miles from here. So definitely, we do get a lot of VA buyers, and I actually help them virtually because they can't come. They have to buy virtually, and I have become their eyes, their ears, their nose, everything,
Yeah, you have
because
to be
I
there
have to be
everything.
very, very. I mean, I have to describe the house from every perspective, from
Yeah.
the neighborhood, from
But
do the research about the schools, um, and give them the information so they can make the decision for sure. But again, when I walk into the house, I have learned before ahead of time, what kind of property and what's their lifestyle. Do they like something outdoors? Do they like something that it just want to be inside the house, so they want a bigger home? Are they okay with three bedrooms upstairs and one downstairs? So all those things I have to be very mindful, and I have to describe the house. So when I walk in, I always say, okay, so we're gonna do kind of like a Matterport. I am the Matterport, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a 360, and then go back and then I'll tell you exactly what I see.
yeah, you
And
have to be so much more honest and I have to keep a poker face when I'm doing the virtual showings because I've had buyers tell me the lender asked the buyer, well, what made you pick this house? And they said, oh, it's the only one she got excited about. And I was like, oh, no. So yes, it's very hard for me, but you kind of have to keep a poker face, but
Yes,
tell them
yes,
so much more
yes,
than you do if they're sitting.
yes. But again and again, we're all agents and we're all human.
Yeah.
Okay. So without doing either redlining or asking or pushing anybody to make a decision on a different neighborhood, you really have to represent them the best way.
Yeah.
And because they trust you, you have to put your human part and also humor, because there are times that you go, okay, so this one is and this one, and you
Yeah.
kind of have to play it with them. And also you have to work with their schedule, because they may be, for instance, like you're in Hawaii right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's what, like 9 o'clock? I was working with this couple from Germany, and I had to make sure that I could only show properties between 1 and 3, for instance, because they had to work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and they worked until 5 o'clock. But then if I would go after 5 for them, would be maybe my 4 or 5, it would be too late for them.
Yeah.
So I have to time it also depending on their availability.
Yeah.
And but going back to the VA loans, yes, we get a lot of VA loans. And because this is a very competitive area, we we have to be very creative when we present an offer, because we are still in a multiple offer situation. So we use gaps. I'm sure you heard about the gap. And I mean serious gaps. For instance, $120,000 gap.
Yeah.
So to win an offer. So because at the end of the day, the seller is thinking, okay, what if it doesn't appraise? But if you have a big gap, like $120,000, and you're offering maybe 140 above, they're fine, right? They're okay. So plus the nice down payments and stuff,
Yeah.
even though
Are
they
you
can
seeing a
meet
lot of
with 100%.
assumables?
Pardon me?
Are you seeing a lot of assumable loans right now?
I'm glad you asked. I am actually marketing a property in Kings Park right here, right behind me. I'm in the Burke area. Kings Park is right behind me in the Springfield area, and it's a great property. And I am marketing it because the rate is I believe it's 2.75.
Oh, you hear that, guy?
So and they, they're just they have to relocate. So we have to sell. And even though it has been what, 2 or 3 years, they may not make a lot of money, but because the assumable loan, there's going to be a lot of traffic and many buyers interested. Therefore, it will create some competition in an area which is already hot, and we're seeing a lot of buyers out there.
That's great. Yeah, I've got 1 or 2 assumables right now, but pretty big gaps. We have some up to $300,000-400,000 where they have.
Wow. Yeah.
But if
I'm not saying anything then.
If they're selling a home on the mainland, they're making money. They're able to come here and get the assumptions because they have the cash. So, is there anything else about the area that you want people to know?
Pardon me? Say it again.
Is there anything else about your area that you would like people to know?
I think this is an amazing area to raise a family. And I am, please don't take it. This is not a fair housing violation. I am a family woman. I've been married for 47 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You know,
I
did
met
you
my
go to Mo Anderson's talk at family reunion? They
no, what was it?
Jose asked her how long she'd been married. She said 40 years. And he said, well, how long have you been happily married? She said 20. So, you know, at least she's honest.
Oh, yeah, I've been very, very happy. We met 1976,
Wow.
and I was 16 years old. And so next year we're going to be celebrating our 50th year together.
That is
So why do I say all this? It's because I was blessed and that I end up in this area. I'm originally from Peru. I arrived in 1989 with $500 in a suitcase and 3 kids. And I could have not landed in a better area, my husband and I, than Fairfax County
yeah.
because the it's very family oriented, a lot of outdoor activities. We have lakes, we have trails, a lot of involvement with sports with the children, you know, the smaller leagues. And then also after that, they went to college, very competitive, great school system. A lot of them were uh, involved in sports as well. So great. Our son, our middle son, our oldest son was involved in soccer. Our middle son was involved in swimming. And because it was just such a great school, very competitive, they became the what was it, the regional championship, then the state champion, and then they end up competing in I think it was Philly or yeah, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
So it's a great place to raise a family. And then after that, they go to college and they're still here and they end up working in DC. So if you are thinking about moving to this area and not move like we did 35 years later, we're still super happy. The kids are all around here.
Oh,
They're raising their families, and we have a lot of work and great opportunities to represent buyers and sellers.
that is great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. This has been I learned so much about these areas. I just love doing these. But all right,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, this has been Kina Knisley with Team K Squared of Keller Williams. If you know anybody that wants to relocate or invest in Fairfax County, let me know and I can get you connected. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.